You are watching Market Watch, the brief overview of the key events from the world of finance. Asian equities posted modest gains on Thursday, largely brushing off fresh trade threats from the United States. The MSCI Asia-Pacific Index rose 0.4%, supported by optimism in the tech sector after Nvidia briefly hit a record $4 trillion valuation. Meanwhile, US Nasdaq and S&P 500 futures edged lower following recent gains. Overall, investor response to President Donald Trump's new 50% tariffs, including those on copper and threats toward Brazil, remained muted. Analysts say markets have grown less reactive to such announcements, anticipating potential revisions or reversals. Trump's newly proposed 50% tariff on copper imports could backfire. Though intended to stimulate domestic production and processing, the U.S. lacks the capacity to replace imported volumes quickly. The country meets only about half its copper demand, and some smelting infrastructure remains inactive. The most significant future project, Resolution Copper in Arizona, is stalled by legal and logistical hurdles. In the short term, businesses will either absorb the added cost or scale back output. This could mean higher expenses for automakers, construction, and electronics sectors, potentially fueling inflation and hampering investment. The US dollar weakened against the euro and pound while holding steady against the yen after earlier gains. Pressure on the greenback is mounting amid expectations of a Federal Reserve rate cut later this year. Minutes from the latest Fed meeting show most participants support easing. Donald Trump fueled the conversation, demanding a 3-point rate reduction to cut refinancing costs on national debt. In this environment, interest in equities may persist. Bitcoin almost approached $112,000 once again, driven by rising institutional interest. The cryptocurrency is up more than 18% since the start of the year. Experts highlight that as Bitcoin's market cap grows, its perceived risk declines, attracting large capital allocators. The rally has also been supported by crypto-friendly initiatives from Trump, including a proposal by his media company to launch a multi-token ETF. Ether followed suit, exceeding $2,790, while shares of crypto firms like Coinbase and MicroStrategy also posted strong gains. That's all I have. Follow the news carefully and be prepared for all the surprises of the market.